Alright, and welcome. So today we're going to be doing daily Bugle. So I already got a couple things going here. I already got an mmap scan. Machine's already started up on Try Hack Me. Alright, and I already have, I'm already doing my Python 3 dir search. So supposedly this is a Joomla machine. Alright, compromise a Joomla CMS account via SQLI. Practice cracking hashes and escalated privileges by taking advantage of Yum. Alright, so it pretty much tells exactly what we're going to do here. Let's go ahead and check out that 480 real quick. Alright. That guy's going, and we also have this administrator tab right here. So Daily Bugle shows home Spider-Man Rounds Bank. So the good news is that one of the things was actually access the web server who robbed the bank. I believe it's Spider-Man. Don't know how they want that actually written, because it's written like that in the thing, but let's see if it's Spider-Man like that. Okay. Then we have what is the Joomla version? We don't know yet. Okay, so we do have an administrator here. Let's go ahead and check that out. And if we go into the administrator, we can see that we have now gotten to Joomla. We type in admin, we type in really whatever we want, but we're not able to get into this guy at all, right? If I do a control U, we're not seeing the version also. We could try for like administrator, like readme.txt, that might be a thing. I don't know if it is. Let's try it, readme.txt. Nope, that's not a thing, like right there. Index.php is no longer even available. Alright, so we got somewhere, right? Let's go ahead and just look up if there's any type of Joomla, J-O-M-L-A, Joomla, what do we want to look for? Vulnerabilities. Alright, we got the 3 most common vulnerabilities found in Joomla. Alright. So we got the SQL injection, which the thing did say, hey, you guys are going to be doing some type of SQL injection. Let's see if we try to figure out what Joomla version. See if we do anything with this. Version checking. So supposedly this one checks for versions. I do have something on here that can actually try to hack Joomla. So if I go to CD there, I think it's under exploits. Yeah, and it's called Joomla. What's Joomla? What's this one? Python Joomla. What's that one like right there? What do I do with that? Username, password, email search. No, it's not going to work. Okay. So Joomla. Okay. So if I actually run Joomla.py and then do an HTTP and put the address in it, we can try and run this guy like right here and see if we can get anything. Okay, so let's try to do that. So we're fetching the cross-site request forgery token. We're testing SQL injection. This guy's still going over here. My son is having a party in his bed like right now. Let's go ahead and stop this over here. Clear that out. Extracting users from B9J5. If you want to download this, like right here, this Joomla. Okay, you can actually look up, I believe it's Joomla GitHub exploits. It's one of these guys in here. Don't remember exactly which one I did, but was it Kick 7? I remember that. I'll try to find the exact one that I used for this guy. Wasn't him. Probably should be this guy like right here. I'll go back to exploits. Oh, you're good. Gotta rip off everything here in Okinawa. Fucking retarded. Oh no, you're good. That's how we have to recycle, is by ripping everything apart. But yeah, there's a Joomla exploit extraction sessions. So it did found a user, all right, and it looks like we also found a hash. Okay, so we did find Jonah, okay, as a user, John-on. I don't know. I was like an ex-girlfriend name was John-on, but that's what it looked like. So, but yeah, we have that, and we also found ourselves a hash, all right. So with this hash, we got to use Hashcat. Now, if you heard during one of the last streams, Hashcat did not want to work very well. So I ended up downloading Hashcat on my Windows machine, and that allowed me to be able to utilize everything that I wanted with it, with that. So that allowed me to be able to utilize it. So I did put it on my Windows machine. So let me go ahead and get over to my OBS here and put in a different window here, maybe display capture. Let's turn that on. We'll put that all the way up to the very top now, okay? Yep, you guys see display capture now. So you should be able to see this, right? If I minimize, okay. Hopefully you guys can see that. Alright, let me maximize that. So my Hashcat is sitting on my desktop, right? I downloaded Hashcat 5.1. If you just look up Hashcat for Windows, you'll find it very quickly. It's Hashcat64.exe, right? I already have that file over here in a hash.txt. So if I go to my Hashcat folder here, right? If I go to the C drive, where am I going here? Desktop, right? So I get to desktop, Hashcat, and I go to my hash. All right, that's actually Hashcat. If I go to my hash.txt, like right here, you can see that that's the same one as what I had before, right? So, and I also put rocku.txt in here too. Okay, now this is the actual rocku.txt that's in Kali Linux. Okay. If you're wondering how I got that in here, I literally just went on rocku.txt GitHub and then downloaded it to myself. Okay. So what we can do now is, I know that's right in bcrypt. That's just because of the way the password is. So we have a bcrypt right here, right? We've already figured that one out from one of our last streams. All right. We're trying to crack hash.txt, which is also .txt. And we're going to use rocku.txt to crack it. And I have to do a tac force tac 0 or tac O, capital O, because of the AMD card here. So hopefully that works, and we'll see what happens. So, okay, so it already cracked them. It does take a minute to crack them, so I think I'm just going to do a tac show. Okay, and there it is, like right there. There's our crack, like right there, okay? Obviously, I already cracked it, so I just did a tac show. If I hadn't cracked it yet, it would have went through and would have did the whole, you know, it would have cracked it for me. And the password is Spider-Man123. Now remember, this password is for. Okay, let me go ahead and shut off the display capture here. Boom. Now remember, now this password, like right here, is for Jonah or whatever, Jonah, right? So let's go back to Joomla. Okay. Type in Jonah, Jonah, and Spider-Man123. Don't save. So now once I got into here, now we need to figure out how to make some type of reverse shell with it, right? So we still don't actually know what the version number is. Still haven't figured that one out yet, right? There is a Joomla like version number thing that you can download from GitHub. Joomla version number GitHub. Joomla version detect. Maybe this is it. So we might be able to use this guy right here to be able to figure out the Joomla version number. Let's go ahead and just copy him. And we'll put him over here, and then we'll go ahead and do a nano version.py. Python version.py. Can we do that? I don't think that's how they go, is it? Well, first of all, it's SQ. Oh, this guy's written PHP, right? Detect.php. Whoopsie daisy. That's probably why. So we'll move version.py to version.php. change mode +X for version.php. This is just, I'm just trying this now. Okay, I cannot open PHP, no file, custom file, no shit. Okay. Alright, well, I have an idea. There. Well, there's another one of these that's maybe not in PHP, but still haven't seen how to do anything with that. So but we did get into Joomla, right? So we got into Joomla. Your PHP version is 5.6.40. Okay. So how do I figure out what Joomla version I'm on? Joomla is up to date. What version am I on? Joomla 3.7.0 it looks like. So let's try to, so we can do 3.7.0. This was Spider-Man 123. Alright, so far we're good. So let's go ahead and look at within this Joomla over here. Let's start looking around this guy. Okay, yeah, that was definitely up to date. Okay, extensions. Do anything with this? Templates. Templates. Let's see what we got here. We have two different templates, B3 and detailed files. So the reason I know to go here is we go ahead and try to open up my do I open up my bookmarks? This view history, say bookmarks, reverse shell and any CMS. So this is a pretty cool little site like right here, vk9sec.com, and it's reverse shell and any CMS. And it may not be exact, just because it's maybe a little old or something like that. But this guy has us going into extensions. He's using Protostar. I'm going to be using B3. So I'm going to go into B3 like right here. Alright. I am going to pick something, like we say index.php or air.php or something like that. And we're going to change this to a reverse shell. So it's a PHP, right? So let's go ahead and cd into pentest-monkey, right? Actually, before I do that, let me go ahead and put the hashes here and everything, and the password in here and all that good stuff. There we go. Case. Alright, and then we'll look up, we'll go ahead and cat our pentest-monkey, right? PHP reverse shell, PHP reverse shell. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this like real quick. So we got our pentest-monkey here, PHP reverse shell, right? And we're just going to put it in index.php. We're just going to get rid of this whole thing. Delete that, Control-V. Alright, and let's go ahead and put it in index.php. So let's go ahead and change our IP address here, most likely, correct? I have config, we'll change that IP address. Alright, cool. Whoops. Cool, and then what we can do is we can just save that from right there, right? We'll just give that a save, and we'll see what happens from there. Save. Okay. So now, in template B3, within index.php, there should be a reverse shell. So we should technically be able to do an NC LVMP 4444, right? And then we should also be able to go to that site. Now, I don't know if it's administrator B3, and then it was index.php. I don't know if I need to put in a template. I don't know. We'll try a lot of different things. I just have to get rid of that. Oh, whoops, back. Let's get rid of it like that. P3 index.php. Alright, let's go back to administrator. The administrator templates. B3 index.php. Maybe get rid of administrators, do templates, B3 index.php. That's hanging, and we got it. Okay, cool. So it's going to be templates, B3 index.php. That's where that guy got loaded into. Okay, because if I go back to that administrator site and everything else, you'll see that I went to templates. Let me saw that. So I'll go back and show you guys how I got to that. Okay, so I went to extensions, templates, where I can just come like right down here, configuration template, either one. All right, I went to B3, right? That's actually styles. Excuse me, I went to templates, B3, and then I changed index.php, right? So then over here, the IP address, templates, B3, index.php, which then created a reverse shell. If I do an ls-la, do we get anything in here? No, let's go to cd home. ls-la, and also who am I? Okay, I'm a patching right now. There's a J. Jamison there. Okay, let's go ahead and cd into temp, and let's see if we can get some Linux or some linps going here, right? So let's cd into privilege escalation, also scripts, linps, and we'll do a quick Python tac-m, right? And then we'll do a wget boom 888 linps.sh. I thought I heard you back there. Sorry. Always working out back there. I thought I heard something. Alright, there we go. So now we can change mode for that linps plus x linps.sh, and we'll go ahead and run that. And while this is running, I'm going to grab something to drink. The rest of this out. It's okay. There's not much left in there. Alright. Anything yet? Doesn't really look like it. This looks like a lot of traffic right now. J. Jamison mail. Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely found that. Definitely using that to get into it. Auto relabels and root. Don't know what that means. Root. Net wars, root, super users, nothing really in there, huh? We should be running SQL also, I think, on this guy. I wonder if we can do more with this. This is definitely going to take a minute. If it takes too long, I'll show you where to find the task we're actually at. Still waiting. Alright, so while this is going, we're going to go ahead and try to download that Joomla, or Joomscan, I believe it's called. Joomscan on GitHub. Well, it's Calinex Tools, it looks like already. So we already have this. Let's see. Joomscan. Nope. What about a quick sudo apt install Joomscan? Yep, we can do that. Cool. Alright, so you can just install it. Comes with it. We can do a Joomscan, and we're going to put in TAC U, then target, right? So TAC U, HTTP, and then the IP address of our target. It's right there. This guy's still taking forever. This guy up. He's up. That's not correct, you're right. Okay, well, it doesn't want to copy that guy anymore. So 1010 63 154. Okay, so that is working. So do a Joomscan for 1010 63.154. We're going to stop this up here also, and we're going to go ahead and get right back into it again, because this guy did not want to work the way I feel like he should have. So let's go ahead and run this guy again. Boom. Get back into here. Do an LSTech LA, and let's start to enumerate through this web server. Alright, we have HTML here, CD into HTML. That's where our Joomla version is. Okay, and we have a configuration.php here within the Apache server. Let's go ahead and check that out. Cat configuration.php, right? And as I scroll through here, I start to see some things like this password right here. So this is for root, well, user root. It also is MySQL, right? I believe it was, no, it's configuration.php, excuse me. Yeah, database type MySQL line, never mind. Alright, and we see this, and DB prefix, okay? So this looks like that Joomla stuff still, okay? So we may be able to utilize this password right here, maybe for another user that we found, which was J. Jameson, right? Let's go ahead and nano J. James Jameson pass.text. We think it's that, right? So let's go ahead and SU into J. Jameson. Do Control-Shift-V. And is that going to work? It does, okay. Switch Python. We have using Python, so cat script full shell. We do have Python here, cool. Remember, we also have his password too, right? So we can definitely do a sudo tac-l now. Sudo tac-l, and we get a user bin yum. Okay, so what can we run with yum? Let's go to GTFO bins. See what we can run with yum. So I can run in sudo, yep, and it's all this stuff. Now I ended up trying to break this down, everything else, then I ended up just copying it and just throwing it in there and seeing what happens. So I copied it, threw it in there, and ID, and we are root. Okay, so that's what you can do with the yum. Copy the whole freaking thing, throw it in there, have a blast, right? And so now we are in there. Okay, like swimwear, right? Is that right, Audrey? Okay, and what we're going to do now is we got to try to still find our stuff. So let's go ahead and CD into J. Jameson. Time of thing. CD into J/home. We'll CD into here. One cat.user.text. Then from there we can CD into root. Next one is cat root.text. That should work. Yep. Okay, cool. And we are finished, right? So that one was a pretty good one, like right there. Definitely learned a lot about Joomla on that one. Learned, and then once we get into the box, we understand that we can go to that configuration file. Hopefully, we find more passwords in there. May be able to enumerate more stuff in there. Limpish is supposed to show you that information, but it was kind of seemed to be stuck. So we were able to find quite a few things in there. We utilized hashcat on Windows, on a Windows machine, within command line for Windows to be able to break a hash rate that we found. Okay. And yeah, I mean that worked really, really good. I think that was a really good box. I think it was pretty realistic, especially breaking out that Joomla and everything like that. And then we also learned about some new tools. So that was a good box, especially for web application like CMS penetration testing. So if you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments. But that should be just about it. All right, so you all have a good one.